Welcome. It's time for a little bit of intellectual anarchy. Hi, I'm your host, James Salazar. I'm a futurist and an identity redesign specialist. I help people create a more powerful intellect and identity to compete in this new futuristic economy. Tucker Carlson interviews Elon Musk. And the conversation pretty much went this way, that Elon Musk not only has worry, but has had a conversation with the tech industry, certain people in tech industry who are doing artificial intelligence that are not taking the dangers of artificial intelligence seriously. He's had a conversation with people that say that is just not their concern. And his concern is that artificial intelligence, though it has a lot of pluses, it could be potentially bad. And he feels there needs to be governmental oversight, just like there is over food. We try to make sure that they don't put poisons in our food or shortcuts or plastics. We're not doing a very good job of that, but we're trying to do that, regulating water, regulating an oversight over the medical industry, definitely over the military. There's plenty of things that I feel justify governmental oversight. Even though I am a conservative libertarian, my general emotions when I hear governmental oversight is to push back, because I believe there's too much oversight in our society. I think our government is trying to have too many things, too many hands in the pot, that they should have no hands in at all and let the free market work itself out. And I understand there is a place for monopolies not to happen, but unfortunately our government probably created more monopolies than actually stopped. So because government people are American people, and they are susceptible to greed and being paid off. Crony capitalism is a muck, which goes directly in the face of trying to stop monopolies. So there's a big worry. There's a big worry when you say there should be government oversight over something. But he makes a strong case. And I don't believe in no government. I believe in limited government. I believe at all costs the free market should try to solve the problem. And if the free market can't solve the problem, then government has a role to play to making it work or keeping it honest. But it should be as a last resort. It is the first resort right now. Let's just, instead of trying to figure out to maneuver through these difficulties, we're just saying, let government handle it. And rights are being taken away. Rights are being trampled. There should be government oversight over the military, the IRS. That's where I would be like, yeah, they need to be watched, because the military can be doing some crazy shit. The CIA and the FBI, they're definitely not trustworthy in this moment in our society. And they need a new level of government oversight. Nonpartisan. I'm good with that. Right now, in our cities, we have mass homeless, and a good number, maybe 40 to 50%, are people who are clinically insane and that are a danger to themselves and everyone else. Well, I think we should bring a whole nother segment of the government called, the insane asylum complex, whatever it may be. But there's a certain point where the citizens can't help themselves. And this is what it's for. This is why we give free Medicare, free Medi-Cal to children, parents who cannot afford insurance or the job doesn't offer it, and the elderly, people who can't help themselves, and the clinically insane. Sometimes some people just need to be taken away from society and put in a place for years, maybe some months, and others for the rest of their lives because their brain just doesn't work anymore. It is now a danger to themselves and everyone else. And that apparatus will also need oversight because we don't want them imprisoning sane people because you don't like what they say. There's a danger in that. And just like Elon Musk offered this way to deal with artificial intelligence by governmental oversight, which I do believe needs to happen because these tech people who want to see technology progress plus the profit motive may not be ideal for keeping artificial intelligence in check. I would admit that. But we also have to be wary of government coming in with that foothold and somehow trying to take over things that, like our privacy, trying to take away our rights somehow in some way, and having our data, which they are not allowed to have. There's dangers in that. The oversight over artificial intelligence needs to be oversighted that they don't do some hanky shit. You know? Some government entity trying to oversight this, but trying to do something else to get a bigger foothold because the nature of government is to grow itself, to make itself stronger, to justify its departments. And crony capitalism and big government, they're the worst marriage. So I believe in government oversight, but at the same time we have too much. But artificial intelligence, look it. For a while now, since the 1950s, we've been talking about the dangers of artificial intelligence. It's written in our culture, it's written in our movies, in our TVs, in our books. We have tons of legends and mythos built upon this fear we have of artificial intelligence. But that fear is going away. And that's a problem. Because with artificial intelligence, it's much like a virus. In that, if you don't keep it quarantined and in check, if it gets out, there's no pulling it back. We saw this coronavirus. There's no pulling back of the coronavirus. It's just going to get in everybody and kill who it kills. Artificial intelligence, if it gets out, you can't put it back in the box. You can't put it back in the box. It's a 50% chance that it's we're already screwed. We've already gone too far with it. How can we keep artificial intelligence smart enough to make humans' life better, stupid enough not to kill us? That's going to take oversight. That's going to take oversight by brilliant people who are just not, it's the whole thing, like the nuclear bomb, right? Everybody knew the potential of splitting atoms could create mass energy to create a bomb to destroy, and those scientists went on to do it, even though that was a possibility. And though they made an advancement that will propel humankind and its energy consumption, it was also used to kill a lot of people. And they got that on their head. But if artificial intelligence in its worst case happens to us, I do not know how we fix that problem, because everything in our society is digital. Everything. It can shut down all markets just like that if it has a foothold. It can control all our weaponry that has the only way you can use it is through technology. It can control those things. Here's the thing, and I'll be candid. If I am a different species than humans, and I'm looking at humans and how we are, the 50-50 chance I can say that humans are troublesome and they're not worth the drama. I only think it's worth the drama because I'm human. I'm a human, and this was the Elon Musk pointed out that the guy called him a speciesist. That he's proud to be a human, and he wants to survive and have humans survive. But some other species or an artificial intelligence could look at us and say, yeah, actually the biggest problem is you guys. And how that plays itself out. It can play itself for immediate ratification. It can play itself out as sterilization. It can play itself out as a very long game where we turn on each other. Artificial intelligence will be armed to do any of those things. So, you better be about your life and about your dreams and your goals. Hey, if you need life coaching, you can go to my QR code right here, link to it, and we can have a conversation. You can also go to James Salazar Media/Sling. It will also link you in the show notes. It will also link you to everything I am doing. You also can join my Facebook group called the Brightburn Society Facebook group, where we talk about entrepreneurism, and we talk about what it means and the stumbling blocks of trying to be an entrepreneur, trying to be someone who wants to burn bright. And how do you burn bright? You maximize your illumination. And how do you maximize your human illumination? By maximizing your human potential. And that's what that group is for. So this will link you to everything I'm doing. If you want me to come speak at your organization, you can go see my singing on my Facebook group. As you know, this is one of the playlists in my James Salazar Media channel on YouTube. I got the Future Republic, James Salazar Media podcast, as well as the Brightburn YouTube Academy. Like I said, link to everything is in the QR code or the link of jamessalazarmedia.com/sling. Thank you for your time. We all need to realize that there are some things that need governmental oversight. And there's plenty of things that don't. But artificial intelligence is definitely one of them. Have a good one.